the Trevor Jackson Podcast.
You know, you can say that time has passed and, people should be healed by now and all of that type of stuff or whatever you want to say. But to me, when they let the slaves go without resources, the slaves found a way to be able to thrive, build communities, come together. When we were segregated, we didn't have no choice but to come together. But when we came together, what happened? They destroyed the neighborhoods. They created redlining. It was the Wilmington massacres, the Red Summers, the Black Wall Streets. See, I can't let a child go. It's illegal without any resources into the street. Get out my house. You can't come back in here. That's what the American government did to black people. And then you say, why are these people this way and why they act this way and why they that way? That's because circumstances. You don't know what you would do if you didn't have nothing to eat or you had to figure it out on your own. You ain't got no friends or nothing like this. The people that raised you was on drugs or they traumatized from their past. Man, let me get back into this video.
I hope some of y'all are acting. I really do. We in LA, and I hope some people in here are acting. Oh, what's that on your chain?
This is a coin from Israel.
Lord have mercy.
Yes, you gotta go.
That's a choice that you are making for yourself.
Yes. The thing with the whole reparations thing, and I don't know, we're probably close to the same age, so maybe you can't call me.
How old are
mom.
you?
I'm 32.
I'm 44.
Oh, really? Oh, you look young.
Thank you. That's what water and keeping stress out of your life will do.
Really? Mm-hmm. Liberal positions are real stressful.
By the way, I wouldn't know. I'm not a liberal. Carry on.
Well, it's the liberal position because conservatives believe in hard work. We believe in going to work and working for what you got, not asking for handouts from people who never had slaves. Some of the people that you're asking for money from never had slaves. And let's talk about the fact there were also black people that had slaves. So if you want to talk about that, how is that fair? If I'm a white person and my family fall on the side of the Union, why should I have to pay for slaves when this whole country was never all racist? Some of the founding fathers were abolitionists, and they hated slavery. And they actually put things in the Declaration of Independence and things too, because they believed that there would be a future where there would be a black president one day, or that there would be people in leadership that were black. There was people in the North who helped with the Underground Railroad and fought with the Union. So why is that fair for people who never had slaves, who fought against slavery, to have to pay for people that had slaves?
One, from my understanding, you are more interested in preserving the fairness of those who didn't have slaves than the fairness of those who are the descendants of slaves. That is priority to you than finding a fair way to accommodate those who have been the descendant of slaves.
Well, our ancestors wasn't asking for handouts. They were asking for equal opportunity. And we have equal opportunity in this country. We had a black president, just in case you didn't know. We had a black president and we had a black vice president. I think she was black. They said she was black. I don't know. So we had a black president, and you know who voted for that black man? White people, because you can't win a popular election in this country without white people. So Barack Obama is the product of white people. So let's get off this thing where, America is so racist. What's making America so racist is people that continue to talk about racism and continue to focus on racism instead of focusing on unity and bringing our country forward. People that have this liberal mindset are infecting our communities, black people, and making us victims and not victors. I refuse to embrace a victim mentality because that's not what our grandparents and Harriet Tubman and those people fought for. They fought for equal opportunity.
Do not bring up Harriet Tubman's name in vain, baby, please.
They said the Lord's name in vain. Lord's name.
Harriet Tubman was literally saving her family and others from slavery.
Yeah. You know who helped her? White people.
You know who helped her?
They were on the Underground Railroad. Come on in.
No,
Come on
you know
in.
who helped her?
Come on in.
No, you know who helped her?
God and Harriet.
People who benefit from white supremacy. One of the things
It's a lie. White supremacy is a lie.
No, sir,
It's
that's
a
simply
lie.
not
There's
true.
no such. I mean,
if that were not the case, then we wouldn't see the continued effort of colonialism and white people placing themselves in positions of power when they do not have the power.
Because their culture, black culture, is toxic. The black culture is toxic. We have produced a culture that is toxic. And let's get on the fact that there's no fathers in the black home. Let's talk about that.
Stop.
Let's talk about that.
Stop.
Let's talk about that.
None of this is gonna work if y'all are just gonna sit here and make up shit.
It's
not gonna work. No, a debate has to be in facts.
You're putting off emotional liberalism right now.
I am not putting off emotional liberalism. You're putting off unfounded lies based in conservatism.
Misinformation. Remember they did the misinformation thing all summer where everything conservative did. They said misinformation.
You're carrying a chain around your neck of an apartheid nation that actively wants to harm black people and non-Jewish people. But let me bring it back. Let me bring it back.
Selling black people in Africa.
That was not happening in the context that you're saying.
And they were selling their own people. Black people still sell their own people today too, by the way. I don't know if I'm going to last. We're selling our own people today too.
I don't know if I'm going to last.
You probably won't last with me.
I won't, because your ignorance is so overwhelming.
See, that's liberals. Y'all start name calling when y'all getting defeated in an argument.
You won't have an argument because you keep cutting me off.
Oh, well, that's fine if they don't let me come back up. I made my point.
You didn't make your point.
I made my point.
You haven't made your point. And let me just tell you about your point. You started off saying, we believe in hard work.
Yeah.
And we believe in being compensated.
Reparations is not, though. Reparations is not hard work. It's stealing. It's Robin Hood.
You said you believe in hard work.
Yes.
And you believe in being compensated for hard work.
Yes.
Were slaves compensated for their work?
They weren't compensated for their work. But why should people who are sitting at home playing video games, smoking marijuana,
are you sitting at home playing a video game? Are you sitting at home playing a video game?
The people that they wanted
Am
reparations
I sitting at
for,
home playing a video game? No.
The people
and
they
I don't
want
know
reparations
I don't
for.
know who these people are that you're talking about, because the majority of the black community is not sitting at home playing video games.
The majority of the black
Where
community
are you getting
is doing
that
a lot
statistic?
of things.
Where are you getting that statistic?
Pause. You've been voted out by the majority. Please return to your seat.
I knew I was going to be surrounded by ignorance, but damn.
This fat ass, extra comfortable with his life ass nigga just said a whole bunch of foolishness. Good God Almighty. A lot of assuming and not speaking facts. You know, I'm not liberal. I view myself as conservative in some ways, but not by choice. I'm conservative by force. And I'm not going to explain why. Y'all get it. Conservative by force. So he first talked about hard work. I wrote this down because sometimes I can't remember a lot of the foolishness that be spewed. Believe in hard work. I believe in hard work. I've been working since I was 9 years old. My uncle owned a barbecue shop in Tennessee, and I've been working since I was 9. And I'm 45. Every day. When I was 9 till I turned about 15, 16, I worked every single day as a child. So I believe in hard work. And I believe reparations is due. I believe reparations is owed. Reparations is deserved. And the reason I called him out his name, I apologize though, but you know, picture him in slavery with all that emotion and not letting the woman talk and speaking all feminine. You know, man, I can't imagine being in a labor force for free where they feed me and clothe me and put me back in the room and then make me work again. I can't imagine it. But I can see some people who wouldn't survive in it. And he is one of those individuals. He talked about fairness to white people. I'm not speaking specifically about a race because white people benefited from what the government allowed. The rules, laws, and the regulations that was created allowed for certain white people to benefit from this. So I'm not speaking to a specific race because I believe that race is a social construct to create division. It's not even a real thing. Black and white don't even exist. It ain't no other countries that identify themselves as color. In Japan, they ain't brown and light brown. You know, in Australia, they don't consider themselves white and I don't know what kangaroo. You know, it's just foolishness. This race stuff though, but fair. Was burning down communities fair? Was integrating a whole bunch of people to your political ideology fair to profit off of those guys? You know, he also talked about white people is the reason why we had a black president. We didn't never have a black president, and we didn't have a black vice president. I don't consider Kamala Harris black. She don't consider herself black. She only did when she thought it would get her votes, and it didn't get none from me. And I didn't vote for Trump also. I said this one out because I can't vote for two imbeciles. But Barack Obama wasn't black. He didn't live the black experience, and living the black experience don't make you black. But he was in Hawaii with his white side of his family. That's not a black man. Victim mentality. The man said white supremacist is a lie. He also said their culture is why they're in power. Black culture is hindering us. I got something to say about black culture too before I move forward in this video. Black culture is some bullshit though. Certain elements of the culture. The things that we embrace and prioritize. Like certain elements of hip hop. Crime. The not unifying aspect of the culture. I love my people as a whole, but certain aspects that we embrace and prioritize in the culture is bullshit.
The Trevor Jackson Podcast.